Hi there, Sandra here. I want to ask you a question, a very important question. Why do you want to fit in? Why do you want to fit in? Why do you want to fit in? Why? I'm going to tell you why other people want you to fit in. Because when you do what they do, they don't have to ask themselves if what they're doing is the right thing to do. If everybody's doing it, they don't have to look at themselves. But the moment that you say, no, thank you, I'm going to do something else, they don't like it. That is what peer pressure is. Pressure from peers for you to do the same thing they're doing, so they don't have to feel uncomfortable. But here's the thing. Why should anybody be doing anything that anyone else is doing? We should be tuning in to feel what is right for us. So I'm at my cottage and I have a friend who I've known for 30 years or more at another cottage. And he sent me a text and he said, hey, I'm up here too. I saw your car. I want to come over for a visit. Do you have wine or should I bring some? And I said, oh, you can bring some, but I'm not drinking right now. What do you mean you're not drinking? Is anything wrong? I said, no, there's nothing wrong. I just don't feel like it right now. And it was a bit of a to-do. And that means likely that he's not really certain perhaps how much he's drinking, and so that's shining a light on it. And if that wasn't the case, he would just say, okay, but when they want to pressure you to do what they're doing, it means they've got some uncertainty within about what they're doing. But that's not your problem and none of your business. And FYI, he never showed up. I'm just saying. And FYI, I don't care. I will do what's right for me. And I've always been a bit on the outside, which I actually enjoy. Only because it means that I'm not making decisions based on peer pressure. And I see now that if they're uncomfortable with decisions I'm making, that's not my problem and none of my business. Now, it's different if someone's questioning a decision that you're making that they think might not be healthy for you because they love you. That's a different category altogether. So there's a lot going on in the world right now. And, social media has really expanded, in the past 10 years. And I see a lot of that going on, where people want you to have the same opinion about something that they have. And when you have a different opinion, it can trigger them and make them uncomfortable. If you're okay with your decisions, the fact that someone else has a different one doesn't bother you. So I ask you again, why do you want to fit in? You don't need to fit in to anyone's version of who you need to be. You need to decide on what's best for you, and nobody knows what that is but you. Not your spouse, not your siblings, not your parents, not your friends, not your workmates, your peers. Just to stand in your truth and my father always said, the only advice my father really ever gave us was do what you do for the right reasons. And he trusted that we would know what that is. He really didn't try to get us to make any decisions. And maybe that's part of why I am the way I am. And my siblings are like that as well, for the most part. Do what you do for the right reasons. If you want to try something because you want to experience it, and that's an okay reason, but if you're doing something because you're getting pressure from other people to do it, and it would make life a bit easier if you didn't have to deal with that peer pressure, right? If I just did it, I won't have to deal with this peer pressure. But, you know, it's a better option to realize why they're giving you peer pressure. It's most likely because they're uncertain about their decision. So then you would be following the decisions of people who are uncertain about their decisions. Maybe that's not the best decision. So ask yourself, if you just considering fitting in somewhere for a reason that isn't the right reason, ask yourself, why do I want to fit in? What will happen if I don't? What will happen if I don't? What will happen? Just ask yourself that. What will happen if I don't? What will happen? How will I feel? You might feel uncomfortable. And that's okay. It's better to be uncomfortable standing in your truth than be comfortable living a lie. Yeah, that's not the best option in my opinion. Thanks very much for stopping by. And as always, I will be back, and thank you very much for spending this time with me. Bye for now. Sandra here. Thanks for joining me. If you liked this video, please smash that thumbs up button and share it with others. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I look forward to spending time with you and sharing more stories and tools that will help you live your best life ever. If you'd like to support me, please visit my website at sandydolls.com, where you can purchase some of my products, like t-shirts, mugs, tote bags, and more. The link is in the description. Many of my art pieces correlate directly with my video messages, which I think you'll enjoy. Creating my Sandy doll art is one of my passions, along with providing great content for you. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be notified of future videos. See you next time.